So hello guys and welcome. My name is Lidalong, that means in Chinese big dragon, and welcome to Spiritual Games. I'm an indie developer and I want to help you and show you the short way about how to make video games, your first video game. Okay, so first you need to know something very important. What kind of video game do you want to make? Like, do you want to make 2D games or you want to make 3D games? This is very important because it will lead you to different game engines. For example, if you want to make 3D, it's better to choose Unity. But we can say that Unity can do 2D. But in my opinion, there is maybe more easier game engines to choose from Unity if you want to do 2D games. Okay, so this is very important to choose 3D or 2D because it's not the same amount of work that we are going to make. Okay, so keep this clear, 2D or 3D. I will tell you my story so you can have an example about this. So I wanted to make like 2.5D video game that is like a 2D game, but in the background you can see like 3D, and also the characters, the avatars, the hero is made in 3D, has 3D animations. Okay, so I started with this idea. So I tried Unity, and for animations I tried Blender. So when I was learning how to make games in Unity, the experience for me was like good but a little bit difficult when we are talking about programming, you know. So I feel that it was really slow. Blender also for me was like not very intuitive, so I feel in some ways that this will take me like for a long time. So I decided to simplify. Simplify is very important when you are making a video game. Okay, so I changed from Unity. I sacrificed the 2.5D, like amazing Unity that you can make in Unity, and I simplify because it's only myself the one who will make this video game, right? So you need to simplify this. I choose Game Maker Studio 2, and the improvement was amazing. It really went double fast compared to Unity, and I was learning how the hero can move, jump, and this kind of things. And it was, the interface in my opinion is very good. Game Studio for me is a very good choice. Okay, so I was happy with this choice, but by the time I realized that my experience with Game Maker was getting like really slow, and because Game Maker has like a traditional point of programming, I was feel that I was in the same kind of feeling with Unity. This slow writing the code, you know, that is something that you will do sooner or later, but for a beginner is something that I don't quite recommend if you want to have like instant feedback, good feedback, and instant reward. Okay, so I changed it to Construct 2. Okay, because I felt that I wanted to make a platform game, and I tried Construct, and I realized that the platform engine is very good, and the platform implementation is also very good. It's like mostly Construct does, you can make a lot of games, you know, but has like a really big field about platform games, okay? And the collisions were really easy compared to Game Maker Studio 2. So for me it was like a huge improvement, because also the coding is visual, so you can see the code through images and pictures, you know, and it's really easy to understand and really easy to program, you know. And this for me was like really a big improvement, okay? So my recommendation is to use Construct DOS if you don't want to get really deep into programming, and you main focus at the end is make a video game. So why not Construct 2, you know? Why not? It's very good. I'm very satisfied at the moment with Construct 2. At the moment, all the things I want to do can be done in Construct 2, so no problem, okay? But Game Maker Studio 2, for me, it was also okay. I just wanted to, because I was trying different software, I just wanted to not left any software to try, you know. You should try everything to have, you know, a visual mental concept of what the game engines you want, okay? So when you choose these engines, you need to realize that it's not only the game engine, the things that you are going to work, right? So you need, for example, design, right? So animations. Right now you have like a really good animation software like Spine. Spine is a little bit expensive, but it's really good and fast. And also Spriter, that is has a native plugin, we can say, in Construct 2. So this will make your animations really easy and fast, you know. So I totally advise you to have this combo, this Construct 2 plus Spriter for animations. And also, why not Photoshop, or you can use GIMP, you know. There is a lot of design illustrations, you know, software that you can use. So for example, my 3 that I'm using is Construct 2, Spriter and Photoshop. And with this I'm going really fast. That is my intention, you know. I can feel the flow. Only my ideas is the one that are going through, you know. Not all the software doesn't make my life more difficult. That is something that used to happen with like really powerful engines, that you need. Sometimes the engine is that powerful that makes your life harder, you know. So when you choose the right tools, and say it again, don't feel afraid or worry about losing the time trying different plugins, different software you like, because at the end it will, in the long run, it will benefit you, okay? So don't be afraid of using it. Use it, try until you feel that this is the good combination, okay? It's a good combination. So and then when you have your engines and your software chosen, you need to study a little bit, okay? Go to tutorials, you know. You can go to YouTube. There is a lot of tutorials about engines, and also you can go to Udemy, that for example for Unity has a lot of professional teachers for a decent price. You can have like good classes. You can go and learn the basic, and with this you are enough. With this knowledge you are enough prepared to start your first game. But then you need to have this knowledge. You need to learn a little bit how to move, okay? You need to not be an expert, because the experience, you will get it using the software, but just the basic, you know. And trying to make a video game with a teacher, these kind of things are really helpful. As I say, YouTube, you know, that it has, and Udemy has also tutorials, really great and not very expensive, okay? So okay, let's say that you have all this that we said. You have your software and you have a little knowledge, okay? So the next thing you need to do is a brainstorming. of ideas, crazy ideas. Okay, don't be afraid or shy about writing, I don't know, a monkey that is flying and eating nuts. I don't know, whatever thing that is fun to you, just put it on a paper. Okay, and don't feel shy about this. Just write whatever cross your mind. Okay, and put some music, you know, walk, think. Yeah, you have to make a fun game because you will maybe spend maybe 1 year or more doing that thing. So be sure that is the game that you want to do. You know, one example, really good example I have is like, because it's your first game, don't be afraid about be really innovative. Okay, just think about one game that when you were a kid you absolutely love it, or one game that you are actually a big fan of it, and try to improve and give your style. Okay, don't be afraid about copying because you at the moment are a baby. Okay, I'm also a baby in game development, but yes, this is the best moment and it's time to learn from the masters. And one learn is take a video game that you are fan of, that you are playing 7 times, and try to make the same game but with your style and trying to implement something new. Okay, so this will help you a lot because it will make you do something that you actually love. Okay, so brainstorming, really important. Don't be shy, don't be afraid, don't feel block about writing whatever. Don't feel blocked about having crazy ideas. Okay, it's about something that maybe you can tell to your friend and he or she will laugh. So this is a good start for a video game. But also in the other part, don't forget that you can copy or get the inspiration from another game and trying to implement new things, trying to improve the game. Okay, this is also a good idea. So okay, let's say that you have an idea of plenty of ideas do you have, and in that moment we can say that the brain starts to think in a different way, start to think in a creative way, and it start to, let's say, link all your ideas and gives you the game. And this is very useful because you change your state, you change your mind, your way of being, and you have this first idea of a game. Okay, and now it comes the most important, I would say one of the most important part of the game development, that is before the game development itself, that is the prototyping, the pre-production. In the pre-production phase, you need to, let's say, take the gameplays from your game. For example, what the avatar or the hero is going to do. He's going to jump, he's going to go through doors, he's going to run, and then he can jump more. For example, if you want to make a Prince of Persia 2 game, let's say that he can activate things and doors, and the ground can fall down, you know, and you have spikes, a lot of things. Okay, so think about this and put it in one level. Make one level and put all these things. You don't need to put all your things that you want, but at least one, we can say 80%, to have an idea when you are playing if this game is worth to keep development, you know, it's worth to spend your time. So, and don't be afraid. Don't think, oh, this is my greatest idea, I will try to. No, if you really see that it doesn't working, don't keep going. Okay, but again, some of the development, some of the experienced people, they say, okay, make different prototypes. I will say that because you're a beginner, in my opinion, it's not a good idea to make like different prototypes, because maybe it will take you more time, you know, to make these prototypes. Try to make one, do it good, you know, don't put so much attention in design or this kind of things. But if, for example, if animation is very important in your game to feel that satisfaction, do it, okay? Put it. It has some bugs that they are not very important, just ignore it, okay? But you need to have the feeling, the core mechanics of the game, okay? Let's put an example. Your game has it's a platform game, and also they have battles. This is a second gameplay. This is one gameplay, platform jumping on the people's heads, and also, for example, like Mario Bros, right? And also your game has a battle. So if you have an enemy, the gameplay change and the player does something different. And also has one part that you can fly and collect stars or whatever, okay? So these are 3 gameplays that you need to put it in a small way to feel that if it's worth to try or not, okay? So when we finish the prototype, we will keep going in this let's say tutorial about how to make a game right, okay? There is a lot of information. I wish I had this information before, and I'm giving this information to you because I hope it helps you because of my experience, okay? And don't forget that I'm also making a video game that will be developed maybe in 1.5 years, and I hope you can enjoy it, okay? And see all the results, because I'm not only making my video game, I'm also studying game development. To be a good game developer, you have to study, read books. Don't forget this, it's very important, okay? So remember, the prototype is your core mechanics: jumping, gravity. Try all these things until you have something that is appealing to you and you feel that it's fun to play, okay? When you have this, you can jump to the next step. But at the moment, we live here. It was a pleasure to meet you, and see you soon.